fluid, so do you want like the next time to be ready to just jump up?
Yeah, definitely.
So on deck.
I don't think so.
Okay, guys, whenever you're ready.
First of all, stop fucking telling us that everything will be okay if we visit the Women's Center or the Cantu Center or CAPS. Fuck that, and fuck that hate exists. But man, sometimes we need to acknowledge that hate exists, and it's a fucking problem because if we keep pretending that white supremacist flyers and a fucking white guy in a polo shirt are the worst things to ever happen to people on this campus, then we have a fucking problem.
Second of all, UCSC, what the fuck is up with your satisfaction survey sent to all our emails, filling up our inboxes, bribing us to win a free gift card to the Bay Tree bookstore as long as we answer 35 plus questions, not including the optional write-ins? Some of us send that shit to spam, assuming that no one will be winning anything. Some of us fill that shit out, hoping to win some free money to pay for 10% of that thick-ass reader for the next quarter, using up our class time, getting distracted, and then getting bored because we realize it may not be worth the effort. But overall, most of us assume that you won't do anything about our opinions and feelings regarding the survey that misleadingly seems to promote student voice change on our campus and its systems. This survey is really made for us to feel as though you're doing something about all of your fuck-ups.
Third of all, it keeps you distracted. It makes you sign Facebook petitions to save the bees before liking your best friend's photo from that concert of that band you don't like. It lets you take 4 shots in a person's dorm room you don't know, then piecing an ill-advised cigarette you both leave burning on the ground behind the wall near the meadow where you can't get a ticket. It lets you brag to those around you about your reusable water bottle, but laugh when you drink Gatorade out of plastic because you're so hungover.
Sorry,
You got it.
you know, sorry, you know, fuck that, you know, fuck that, fuck that, the underlying feeling of panic and confusion, that buzz that follows you from your shitty job to your next class. Yeah.
Let's hold it till the end, guys.
Fifth of all, but then there's those moments where it is raining and you have waited in the right spot to catch the bus, and you'll be first in line, and you take the bus because you're a responsible citizen attempting to minimize your carbon footprint, but when the bus pulls up, it drives way past you, and that fuckhead with the upside-down visor cuts in front of everyone, and the bus fills up before you, and the door closes in front of your face, and you are late to class for the 3rd time that week. That desire to punch out a window on the passing bus, but to also ditch class one more time, is what we call West Melancholy. West Melancholy is in bed with the Misanthropocene.
Sixth of all, time speaks through processes. Adulting is a process that speaks for itself. Fucking speaks for itself. Going over to Fruitville BART station and putting in $7 for a round-trip ticket to Powell, and then putting that blue slip inside the cold machine just to enter a warmer moving machine, and talking about how shitty of a fuck she had, is a time and voice-consuming process.
Seventh of all, how much hate there is and how we don't know what to be angry at, so we end up hating ourselves and others. We see we are a fragment, a remnant of a bygone era. Once upon a time we pictured that we were all that is, that the universe revolved around us. But now we have, as we grew older, expanded our vision and incidentally, unfortunately, devastatingly, discovered we mean nothing and are so insignificant we can't comprehend it, and we react irrationally. Fuck it.
Eighth of all, fuck Costco, bulk organic grapefruit, non-organic banana, whole food, knockoff affordable, and not where is your membership card, Kirkland brand knockoff food shortage, avocados are the reason you can't afford a house. Genetically modified watermelons the size of America's ego will come for you. You are unsheltered. This is the Misanthropocene. Woo!
Fuck the free market regime and fuck a consumerist fix. Fuck the attempt to solve consumerism with consumerism and further perverting it by a faux sustainable facelift. Fuck fixes that don't fix the things that need to be fixed. Products of sustainable orientation are products all the same. Fuck this caricature of the left erected by smug pedants leveraging the cultural capital for the anti-revolution. Fuck your green consumerism. Fuck you for telling me to buy my way to a cleaner earth. Fuck ethical consumption under capitalism. This is me burning factories.
Fuck the sheepishly and hesitation around confronting Title IX violations, and fuck the sparing of a person's reputation at the cost of the safety of those who work and live under them. Fuck professors who defend rapists on campus. Fuck professors who tell us we cannot even write to one another in the bathrooms to warn each other which professors which to stay away from. If the university won't protect you, I will. Fuck every literature professor who signed the letter condemning the student graffiti, which was intended to protect other students. Fuck Connery, fuck Farcara, fuck Kupan.
Fuck false liberal commentary about critiquing police violence with your fucking Pepsi can. Fuck your authoritative demand to question authority. Fuck that orange man. And seriously, how did the American world come to revolve around the orange man?
Fuck authority. Fuck UC Santa Cruz's authority on questioning authority. Fuck the counterculture embedded in another fucking institution. End.
Okay. Fuck Jenna Napolitano, Meredith Dyer, and Fiona Wagnant. They are but big players in this Misanthropocene, but fuck them and everyone who has ever been nice to them. That was 13th of all for all of you, for those all of you counting. And that list is just the beginning. It ends with the names of everyone on the executive board. Dana Rohit, Jessica Lawrence, Holly Klausnitzer, Hannah Peterson, Ann Pham, Marlene Robinson, Fred Deacon, Ronald Reagan, and even though you're the chancellor, fuck you, George Blumenthal, and those of you who are still in power, because we have yet to kick you out.
14th of all, back to the banjo that we have never seen this movie and we don't understand the reference, but fuck you and your homophobia.
Unable to bear their loans, the graduates and the dropouts drift off in the real world into the parental homestead to become waiters or waitresses at that little restaurant downtown that you'll never visit. Fuck my degree if I can't get a job and my next immediate concern is whether or not someone will call me to Uber them from campus to the airport.
16, and our nostalgia for before Reagan ruined public education in California is the formal reign of this poem, Fuck Your Tax Breaks.
Fuck that moment when you don't really know why, but you walk outside just to feel a change in the air that hits your face and nose and lips. And you walk outside and realize you're facing a row of identical box row houses watching you nonchalantly in a really irritating way. And you realize you are just not outside enough. And try and walk away, but just find more streets and more roads and more cars and more domesticated cats. And feel like you're you maybe never going to be able to leave at all. And fuck that moment most of all, when the built-up heaviness of humanness traps you inside their suffocatingly convenient home.
Fuck the divide between art and science and the humanities, and fuck whoever decided to call it the humanities, because all I can ever think of when somebody says humanities is a weird hybrid between a surfer dude from Oxnard and a manatee, or a manatee named Hugh, or maybe a combination of the two. But anyway, fuck writers and artists who use scientific anecdote and bullshit studies, but don't know that the iceberg is more than just the tip. And fuck scientists and engineers who know how to who don't know how to use a semicolon or enjoy a poem. Scientists who draw conclusions but can't draw a goddamn stick figure. And fuck people who don't know about Pangea. And fuck obscure references to shitty comedy rap songs. Do you fuck with the war?
Fuck the lonely, literally. Trust me, love them, they need it. Fuck James Comey, Trump, Donnie, and Sean Spicy. And nah, not like literally. We all have desires, we eat and we doing quite well with our economic needs. When even the dumb Beatles knew the fucking standard. Fuck policing language like fuck grammar Nazi.
Fuck hypocrisy. People say they want change for X, Y, and Z, but don't do it themselves. Where they, parentheses, we, say there needs to be a change in. For example, the pollution of our planet, they still continue to pollute the planet because it's trendy and easy, and also pollute themselves with shitty foods that not only pollute the planet through waste, but production, and die off unable to change anything, even themselves. They left the world shittier than they found it. They were the pollutant, parentheses, we.
You know that moment when you realize you have to be the one to do it and you just walk outside because you need to throw out the trash, perhaps from everyone in the apartment you live in on campus, sort of. Or if it lives in you, it comes with you, and so you start to walk down to the trash bins to see if you can throw out the trash without being seen, and you always do. Their eyes always follow you as if they know you. Please don't look at my trash.
21. This is how you set a loop bus on fire. Overload the bike rack, stand in front of the yellow line, release your hand from the handle and let yourself careen through the windshield. Then yell back door.
Here's how to take out all UC network computers. Disconnect from CruiseNet. Permanently turn off SafeConnect. Download 42 free Deer wallpapers from questionable sources and allow them to infect your hard drive and metastasize to the rest of your digital body. Cough, but be sure not to cover your mouth. Forward to all at ucsc.edu.
23. Here's how to shut down a dining hall. Grab your recently acquired virus, sneeze on the salad bar, vomit on the deli, cut and press your pinky like a panini, but don't use tam, and make sure to scream loud enough that everyone sees.
24. Here's how to divest from fossil fuels. Here's how to stop wasting paper. Here's how to turn off lights in McHenry Library when there isn't a single person in the building. Here's how to turn off the motherfucking sprinklers. A rich tradition of non-traditional thinking.